Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of City Skylines, where last time we built this nice little neighborhood with some typical Dutch low-rise to mid-rise apartment buildings. Very typical for, I think, the 1950s to 1970s. We also built most of this farm area last time. There are some issues, not enough crops. This one also not enough crops. So we'll see. Maybe we'll expand a little bit on this area as well today. But as you can see, we don't have any demand for industrial. And we have a massive demand for both housing and shops. So that is what we are going to do today for the very start of this episode. We also have a lot of our shopping buildings, again, are abandoned because worker education was too low. And this one, worker education was too low. Okay, so maybe we also need to add in a high school today. So what do you need? But you only need uneducated workers. So why the hell is worker education too low? Same for you. You only need uneducated. The same for you. Come on, that's ridiculous, game. Anyway, today we are going to start with a new shopping center, I think. And the one I wanted to use is this one or this one? No, this one. This is the one I wanted to use as the center of our little new shopping district. It's an Albert Heijn, a very well-known shopping brand in the Netherlands, biggest supermarket chain out there. And yeah, I think we're going to put it on this side of the highway exit. That way people who don't live here can still use the highway and come down here and basically directly go into the shopping center. So let's see, what do we need? So, jumpy game. We need road access, of course. Now, I don't want to make this a four-way intersection, although there is room for it to be a roundabout. So let's see. Obviously, tree anarchy is on. We'll get rid of the trees later. But let's see, can we create a little bit of a roundabout here? Which road? The two-lane road should be fine. Oh, that isn't good. Okay, then we need to get rid of some of these trees. Okay, maybe you can be a little bit more straight. Oh, no. Roundabout still round-ish. Okay, we're going to have to fix that. Let's use our favorite tool, this one. Ooh, that's really tight. Maybe if we bring it down a little bit. So this one down here, this one up here. Okay, the roundabout isn't completely round anymore, but that's okay. Then from there to there. Excellent, that's better. Much better. And then we can take this road and go over here. Maybe have one back here. Up to there. And again, take this tool. Oh, wrong button. Oh, that doesn't fit. Then perhaps this one. Okay, no. You know, we'll do that manually. So let's get rid of those trees. A little bit bigger, please. Okay, excellent. Then we need another road off here. Let's do it like that. And then we can put down our supermarket. Like so. Alright. We also need to level everything off. Excellent. That looks better. Then we need a little bit of concrete down here to get rid of all the little things that stick out in the parking lot. Oh, autosave. Don't have any tea, so I can't drink that. I have a beer though. Excellent. The only downside of that is these ugly sides, although that's not too bad. Yeah, that looks all right. We can put a fence around it. And then some trees, some decorations. I like this security fence, so let's turn off the grid. Yeah, that's the one. Also, let's turn off road length. Nice, very nice. Now, I do have the spawn point mod. This one is back here, but there aren't any gates back here. There is a gate over here. We'll have to see how it goes in practice. What we can do is these parking lots, although probably adequate for a typical Dutch supermarket, don't think they would be for a City Skylines supermarket. So let's put a road down here, like so. That also gives us a little bit more options to add concrete to the side here. And then what we can do is we can add some parking lot roads, which are over here. On this side, mind the blue thing. Okay. Looking good. Then we can add a little path down here. Even though it doesn't add anything functionally, I just think it looks nice. And then again here we can use our brush. Very well. Yeah, that looks good. So let's see, this is actually a low density shop. So people should be using it to shop. Oh, one thing we forgot is traffic manager, Control Shift click, set up the roundabout correctly. Oh, and you need water, of course. There we go. Now, of course, you wouldn't have just one shop in an area like this. Especially in the Netherlands, there would probably be 2 or 3 supermarkets next to each other. So I also have, I don't know what this is. A Hotel Aldine. Okay, cool. I also have an Aldi, which is quite a popular shop in the Netherlands. It's more of like a budget supermarket. Although they are pretty expensive nowadays as well. So let's put that one here. Let's remove the trees that are growing out of its roof. And I think for this one, there's a big parking lot over here, but you'd have to cross the road. And that's something that doesn't happen a lot. So let's add another one over here. Maybe a smaller one. So. And we can add these to it. A little bit too big. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, that looks like any Aldi I've ever been to. Let's see, what else do we have for here? Now these ones, these university shopping things. I don't know why the thumbnail is not cooperating, but these ones, these would fit in nicely around here. Yeah, some shops for some to grab a snack while you're shopping. Also not that uncommon in the Netherlands. We need to... And then what we can do is we can add some more walking, because I like walking paths. Excellent. I did notice that people are walking through the fence, because there is now a road connected to it, and that's not what we want, like this one. So we can remove that fence, isn't needed anymore now that the road is there. And yeah, that is a very nice start to the area. So I had a quick look around the Steam workshop to see what else we can put in here. And I have found this, which is a gardening center, which is something you would probably see on a shopping area like this in the Netherlands. So we can add a little bit more road to this, like that. Maybe a little bit more to the outside. Yeah. You know, maybe we could even continue it on around the back and see what the spawn point mod says, because this is a tourist attraction. That's too bad. Spawn points are over here. Yeah, okay, there won't be much heavy traffic anyway. So, okay, but it does look good. It's called a Truffaut. I think it's something from the UK or maybe France, not sure. But that is something that you would see in an area like this. And we also have, of course, we have some malls in the base game. Now this is for pedestrian areas, I think. This is the Mall of Moderation. I think this is a nice one to have around the back here. It has even more parking lots. So, okay. Then, of course, let us remove a few of the trees that are inside it. Excellent. And I think what we can do is we can actually add some more of these university shopping buildings. I think they look very nice in this area. Excellent. And then maybe we can just add some more parking lots. Over here. Now I want this one, I think. Very nice. All right, and that is our little shopping center. Looking really good, if you ask me, even though a lot of buildings are already abandoned. Not enough workers? Not enough workers, okay. That's a new one. And I guess that one is obvious because our demand for shops has gone down to 0, but our demand for residential has gone up exponentially, I think, even though the bar was already full at the beginning. So what we are going to do is, and we're going to do it over here, I really like the self-sufficient building specialization. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a little bit of a, you could call it a rich person neighborhood. And I don't want to make it too big. So we'll start small. We can always make it bigger if we need to. Of course, we need to remove the trees. We need, we can use this road to start with. We can make that a little bit of a theme inside this village. Then we take these smaller roads. All right, that is our road network. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of a zone on top of it. And this is the one downside of doing it like this. I need separate zones for neighborhoods. I can't use this entire village as a single zone. And then we are going to specializations, and we put the self-sufficient specialization on it. And then we can paint it in. Now, as I said, I have deliberately kept the zoning small, so little room between the roads, which obviously means a lot of roads to begin with, but the roads are small, and this is something you would see in a typical, I don't know, 60s, 70s, 80s neighborhood in the Netherlands. So let's grow that in and see how it looks. All right, it isn't growing in as fast as I would like, or as fast as I would have thought, given the amount of demand we had for residential just a few minutes ago. So yeah, I'm going to let that run for a little bit and come back in a couple of minutes and see if anything has changed. One thing we can do while this area grows is we can add some more services, and especially high schools, because we already have 2 primary schools. So now I think the time has come to add a high school. Now I have only 1 or 2 workshop high schools, and I think this one will fit in best for the area here. It's called De Brug, which means the bridge. And it has a capacity of 400, which should be enough for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start this time with a park. And we're going to add that right here. The reason for that is because I want this high school to be backed up against a park. So I don't really want to add a connection. Is that too close to the other node? I'm not anticipating it to be that busy, but we can always change it in the future when we need to. So let's add the high school over here. Everybody's happy. Excellent. Let's maneuver it a little bit where we want it. Then we can use some parking lots on this side. How will that look? Let's see. Oh, I think that's an awful lot of parking lots for a high school, but we also have these teeny tiny roads which don't have parking on it. So I don't think it's a bad idea to have some parking. Very nice. Let's just do what we normally do and take some pots. Put them around the parking lot and around the school. We can use this road to meander along until there-ish. So what could we put in the back of this high school? Maybe what we can do is we can add a second building. That's something high schools have, right? I mean, this has a capacity of 400 and there's already 300 students. Although that is the entirety of the eligible students. Eligible. But yeah, that's something schools do, right? And then add some more concrete over here. And then maybe, do we have something like a basketball court or maybe a football? A little small football field, probably called soccer. Yeah. Ooh, that's bigger than I thought. This one's not too big. Listen to all that leveling up that's going on everywhere. I love it. This one isn't too big. Maybe somewhere else. Do we have basketball? We have a basketball field around here. Like so. How does that look with the path? Yeah, that's not too bad. I think it does need some other trees though. So what is this tree called? Oh, that's the horse chestnut. And this one? That's the oak. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Looking good. And then I think the rest of this area here can be filled in with our tree brush. And maybe a little bit of manual placement. Excellent. And that is our high school. 2 buildings, basketball court. And then we could probably do, now that I had the idea of looking at soccer pitches or football fields, as they should be called, maybe we could do a football field over here. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, and here it is, our football club. Now, I have added 2 of the football fields I have downloaded. I have downloaded a whole bunch. I wanted a football field with some grandstands. So this one has 1 stand on this side. And these will probably be dressing rooms. This one has stands on all 4 sides, and this will probably be dressing rooms and most likely the cafeteria, where everybody goes to celebrate after a match. Now, it's pretty rare, at least where I live, for amateur clubs to have stadiums. Some do have grandstands, but if they do, it's only on one pitch and only on one side, like this one. But I think this club, they were fairly successful in the recent past. The first team is probably pretty high up in the amateur leagues. The youth teams are probably also up there. The women's team is probably also up there. So that's why they have all these grandstands. They had a lot of money come in, a lot of sponsorships. So yeah. Then I also added some more parking, of course, because that is needed. And I've also added another cemetery because, I thought we needed one and it looked good over here. This side, I've added a dog park, another one, and a child health center. So that is going to help everybody in the area level up as well. And finally, on this side, I've added a sports hall and gymnasium for those indoor sports. Maybe they even have an indoor football team, like that's called what? Futsal in Europe nowadays. So yeah. Excellent. Originally, I wanted this part to be part of the sports complex as well, but I thought, maybe it's getting a little bit too big, especially, compared to the village we have now. This part of the village, these self-sufficient buildings have grown in nicely. There are a lot of open spaces in between, and so we need to do something about that. But overall, I think this looks very nice, and this really looks like it's, it's a richer part of the village. It's more modern. Yeah. And I think on this side we can continue with more row houses, more like this, or even something like this. Not sure yet, but. This middle part is, it's 1970s, semi-modern houses were built. They still look very modern, but that's the backstory, in 1970s. We needed more houses for rich people. There were a lot of rich people. So, yeah, that's that. And then on this side, we'll continue with the row houses and the lesser income areas, so to speak. Oh, and one thing I did forget to mention is we have this little tiny football field, that I found in my subscriptions, that I think is a nice fit for our high school. Now, I don't think this is going to stay where it is right now. I think we're going to move it to here-ish somewhere in the future. But we'll do that once we start to develop this area. And yeah, we didn't have any time today to add more crop generation to our farm, but overall I think it's doing pretty nice. Let's see. We still import a lot, so we definitely need more crops, but we make money. By the way, I spent all my money, as you can see. I spent all my money on these sports areas. I even had to wait a couple of times to be able to put down another thing. So we're definitely making a lot of money. Not as much right now. It's less than 1,000. Oh, it's back to 2,000. Yeah. That's the problem with industries. It goes up, it goes down. Taxes are making us a fair amount of money. I think we need to expand a little bit to fishing industry. Maybe on this side right here, put in some harbors, put in some fishing, add some extra income for the city. But that is for a future episode. So today we built the shopping area. You need, I don't know why you need 32 highly educated workers. I mean, you're in Albert Heijn. You're literally a supermarket. 16-year-olds work in a supermarket. So I don't know why you need university level people, but anyway, it looks good. No abandoned buildings on this side, which means, yeah, we're catching up with the amount of people. Ooh, these buildings are a whole lot abandoned. What do you need? Not enough workers. Education too low. Education too low. Not enough workers. Okay. Let's quickly do a reset. Hopefully with our new high school we have at least enough educated workers for these, although they only need uneducated, so I don't get it. They need uneducated workers. Oh, these ones now need educated and well educated. Okay. So educated is primary school, well educated is high school. Okay. So the high school one is fulfilled. This only needs uneducated workers. You know, I don't get it. They only need uneducated workers. Oh, this one does highly educated. Well educated. Okay, maybe it varies from time to time. We are getting a little bit backed up over here. Maybe we need to make these nodes a little bit bigger. Yeah, we'll see. But that is something for another episode, I think. Today, yeah, I'm really happy with our progress. Next time, I think next time we're going to focus a little bit more on the farm. And maybe more of these row houses on this side. Because we still have a very high demand for residential. So, yeah, my goal for this town is to get it towards the rail line over here. So this entire part needs to be filled in. And then the farm, this should be farmland completely. And then maybe some fishing on the bottom. So yeah, still lots and lots of work to do. And I see a little bit of a bald spot here. So let's fix that. Excellent. So this has been everything for today. I think I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.